Hey darling girls, this is Leslie, 507 Willow House Journals. I'm tickled you are here. Okay, we are going to do Gigi, I just saw where you follow me. Yay. Y'all, let me fix this. It's a little bit crooked. You know, it'll bug me if it's crooked. Anyway, today is Saturday, I think the 11th. Let me look. I think it's the 11th. Hold up, I'm checking. Yes, it is the 11th. Denise Daniels. I'm sorry, I'm just going I'm nuts today. But I have been working in here in the 507 all day long, all morning, except for when I ate some boiled peanuts a while ago. They were so good. My honey just went and got me some at the grocery store. Y'all don't look, my eyebrows are wacky. I got on 2 different kind of eyelashes. But what do y'all think about the hair? Isn't it cute? Can you see the pink in it? It's got a little bit of pink in it. It's chromy with a little bit of pink. Isn't it cute? This one is the favorite. This one is the favorite of my kids and my grandchildren. They're like, Mimi, you got to keep wearing this one. It's delicious. Okay, well, what I thought I'd do today, we would have chit chat. Okay, something's bugging me down here under my, okay, I got it. But I thought we would chit chat, and a comment just popped up from Allison Davidson from the UK. Allison, your comment just popped up a few minutes ago, and so we're going to go to video 492, and we're going to do the comments on 492 because I apparently hadn't done them. But anyway, the first one, I've got about this much space right where this camera is that goes down. That's the space I've got to work with. That's what a big mess I'm in on my desk and everything. I can't even tell. Oh, disaster back behind me too. Oh, my soul. Okay, but anyway, we're going to go. I'm just going to start at the top and run down on these comments. And when I've answered your comment, I'm going to do a heart. Are y'all having a good day? Our snow's melting. It's so sad. The sheep finally came out. I tried to take a picture of them. If it turned out any good, I'll link it, at the end. But the very first video, because it just popped up, Allison Davidson from the UK. She said, "Hi Leslie, my new friend. I'm from the UK. I love this channel and your style of digipapers, and I love listening to your stories. Thanks for sharing." You know, sometimes I don't finish my stories because I get distracted. I truly do. I get distracted a lot. Okay, let's see. Where did my comment go? Okay, then next is Denise S. said, "I'm in love with this pink flip-flop journal. I always enjoy hearing your stories." I'm going to have to go back and see what I said because I'm not sure what I said in this video. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, my Joanne Carpenter, I just love you. Joanne said, "Oh, darling girl, you just crack me up. Love listening to you talk and your stories. Priceless. This journal is coming together beautifully. Hugs and prayers, friend." Oh, I just love you. And this is from, can y'all say, y'all got, okay. This is from R. Newstel. Okay. Oh my goodness. I got my iPad right here, y'all. This journal is so scrumptious. The rose lace piece over the rose picture and the little piece of white and blue lace sticking out of the journal couldn't have been any better if you'd planned for them. You know, I don't plan on nothing. It just happens. Also, the tuck at the end was gorgeous. And then when you cut around the design, oh my, it took it over the top. Heather at Rose Hill Paper Cottage does a lot of embossing, so she could tell you why the paper is tearing when you emboss, I'm sure. So excited to see the next video on this beautiful girl. You're, okay. Love from Arizona, Rebecca. Hey, Rebecca, we got several girls that live in Arizona. But yes, I think I've even talked about that I should, what is that? Oh, it's the old thread. Y'all look. This had buttons on it at one time. I've used them all. So that's my thread I got to put in my little jar. I've talked about at one point in time talking with Heather at Rose Hill Paper Cottage. You know, she and I are both on Heather at Ruby and Pearl XO. We're both on her design team. Heather, I do need to contact Heather about finding out why my paper. Most of the time, I think I run it through too hard. You know, that like there's too much pressure on it maybe, but on the other hand, a lot of times it won't even cut. If I don't run it through on the squishiness that I have it on, it doesn't even cut into it. Then it cuts too much. I don't know. But anyway, we're discussing the 507. It's the Flip Flop journal. I forgot whose journal that is. I can't remember whose journal that was, but I don't know. Maybe it'll hit me. Okay, Grace B Creations. I just love you, Karen. Grace says, "Oh my goodness, Leslie, the lace over the flower is amazing. That happened just perfectly." Hee hee hee. She said, I can just hear her doing that. I love listening and watching you create. Work on your journals. Thank you. Souvenir de la France. I just love you. She said, this is Jacqueline is Souvenir de la France. Love your creativity, Leslie, and you used my digitals. Thank you so much. I'm going to tell you, if y'all have not used digitals from Jacqueline at Souvenir de la France on Etsy, go shop. She has beautiful, beautiful digitals. And yes, I used them in this journal. It's going to bother me now as to whose journal this is. I can't remember. Kitchen Dancing, which is Johnny. Hey, Johnny, she said, that worked out perfect with the rose cut out. Yes, it did. You know, I got a piece of wig hair in my eye or something. I don't always take time, and I really should do this. It bothers me that I don't, but I really should take time. I'm going to write that down for this new year. Yes, I am. But I need to take time to make a video of each journal before I send it out. Yes, I need to do that. I'm going to be more careful about that because, you know, things happen so spontaneously when we're creating, and there are times I couldn't go back and do what I just did in a million years. You know, the way that lace fell across that rose, that wouldn't happen to me in another 10 years. But if I knew it could happen, I might be better at making it happen. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to y'all? It probably does. Kim Holloway says, so glad you're decorating the pages. You've given me inspiration. Maybe when I'm through with this video, I want to go back and do some pages in my journal. Y'all, when we were at the Junkie Edition 2.0, Kim sat directly in front of, Denise sat in front of me. Kim sat right next to her, right directly across from Donna. We had the best time, but I helped Kim put together several of her signatures for that week, and it was so much fun. She'd come with a stack of papers and like, hey, can you help? So I did. Andrea Murphy says, hi there, High Pockets. Yeah. Love hearing a bit more about your life. Journal is looking fabulous. I've got to go back and listen to this video. I used to waitress here in town, you know, and that's not something that you dream about growing up and becoming a waitress. You just don't think about that kind of thing. Matter of fact, when I in my first marriage, I was a stay-at-home mom. I stayed at home with my children for 15 years. If you ever have that opportunity, do not pass it up. Do not. Oh, it's priceless. And those are times that I won't ever get back. You know, I mean, and I didn't take full advantage of every second I had with my babies when they were babies, but we all do that. You know, we all fall short, and I know I'm not the only mom who has, but I got to stay at home. But after the divorce, I was a single mom with 4 at home. And one of the ladies, one of my moms from school, her children were in my PE class, and she said, Leslie, I work at a restaurant on the weekends, and you would make, with your personality, you would make great money. I'm like, girl, you know what? I was snooty. I did that. I sure did. I said, girl, I'm not going to wait a table. Y'all, imagine how that, for one, made her feel. And for two, a month later, I was like, I desperately need more work hours. I need to work. Help me get on at this restaurant. She said, yes, ma'am, be there. She said, be there Friday night. I was there Friday night. Honey, I wore sandals. I wore shorts all the time then. That's why, everybody called me High Pockets, because my pockets were, I'm so tall, my pockets were like way up here for most people. But anyway, I went to work at that restaurant that night. I interviewed for about 10 minutes, and the guy says, you got a job. He put me on the floor. I had sandals. Y'all, this restaurant had all kind of fish stuff. Okay, that was one. But they served alcohol. I knew nothing about alcohol. Not the first. I knew what a beer was, but I knew nothing about alcohol. And people would say, well, I need such and such and such and such and such, and I'd write it all down. I'm like, you know what? I don't know if we got that, but I'll go turn this ticket into the bartender, and if we got it, I'll bring it back to you. You drink that and I'll go get you some more. I made killer money out of sheer stupidity, because I didn't know anything about drinks. I didn't know anything about alcohol. None of that. I made so much money out of sheer stupidity. But anyway, so that's where the nickname High Pockets came from. All the guys, old men that sat at these tables for breakfast and lunch every day, called me High Pockets because my legs are so long. So there we go. And Gretchen Maris says, another beautiful pinky journal. I loved your Joe stories. Bless his heart. I don't even know what the story was about Joe in this one. Oh, I'm going to tell you. I told him today. I said, you know what? I'm so terrible. We were talking about when we first got together. He used to wear boots all the time, like the black squared-toed Harley Davidson boots. I loved them. Well, lately he's been wearing like just some tennis shoes and stuff. I don't like those on him. I'm like, well, I said this today. Today is what? January 11th? Yes, I said this today. I said, honey, I don't like when you wear those tennis shoes. They look like old man shoes. And I said, when we first got together, you used to wear boots all the time, and they looked so good on you. I stood there a second and said, yeah, but then again, I got fat. So, I was skinny when we got together, and now I'm fat. So, okay, we're even. But, yeah, my honey is, he is the best. I mean, I can't even, he's the best. Sean Shoemaker says, awesome video today, girlfriend. Loved the history of you and Joe. Oh, I'm going to have to see what I said. Let me get a sip. I just spit that everywhere. Bonnie C says, Leslie, you're getting so fancy with your laces and flowers. Yes, I am on your list. I would still like a pink journal, no animals, maybe a mini journal. And she says, ever since I watched you start the small pink journal from Sam Poole, I am in love. So maybe a mini. I got you down for a mini. I'm very close on your name on the wait list. Y'all, if you don't know, I do maintain a wait list for my journals. Right now, I think I'm down to either 42 or 45. Every time I think I'm getting close to winding down the wait list, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more are added. So, which I'm very thankful for. It's different having a wait list. Sometimes it kind of puts me back in like a it sometimes it puts me kind of in an overwhelmed state. I have to not think about it. I just have to work on one journal at the time. So, but I do maintain a wait list. If you're interested, email me at 507 Willow House Journals at gmail.com. 507 Willow House Journals at gmail.com. Also, while we're talking, so a little bit of indigestion from when I had just now. Y'all, I got another cup like this. It's so cute. It's like one for you go walking. You know, it has the spout that pops up, and then it has a little hook thing you can, or like a little thing I can like tie it on my whatever's if I go walking, which I never go walking anymore. I've got to. That's where all this got to go. Gots to go. But what was I saying? See what I'm talking about? I get distracted, but I don't finish the sentence, so I forget what I'm saying. I think I was talking about the wait list. Oh no, in the description box, down underneath the videos, I put in the description, in the description box, I give you my, I do have an Etsy shop. I don't have anything in my Etsy shop. I maintained for a long time the my Etsy shop, just so that I could use the Etsy messengers, but I don't use that anymore because I found out that a lot of times when I message you girls, you don't get that message. It goes to almost like a spam folder or something. I don't know, but I need for y'all to get the messages that I send you regarding journals. So what I do ask from now on is that you contact me via my email, 507 Willow House Journals at gmail.com. But in my description box, I also have my mailing address for happy mails and that kind of thing. And it's listed in my description box. What else do I list in there? So my email, my where you can find me on Instagram and Facebook. I've got a 507 Willow House Journals Facebook page, and I've just started a 507 Darling Girls Facebook group for the members of the channel membership, the 507 Darling Girls. Talk about membership just a minute. I started a membership because I was encouraged by one of my dear darling girlfriends, a couple of dear darling girlfriends, to do so. Thought it would be a great avenue for me to perhaps, what would I say? Well, to make money. This is what I do. Making my journals and spending time with y'all is what I do. And their thought in encouraging me, these precious girls, the thought in encouraging me to start a membership on my channel is so that I could continue to stay home and work from home and spend time with y'all and let YouTube work for me. Does that make sense? Because that's what happens, you know, with the membership. I have 3 tiers to the memberships. There is the 507 Girlfriends. That's $1.99 a month, and that you know, there's not a whole lot to that one. I try to you do get a badge for saying you're a girlfriend. And then you get early access to videos when I can get that to work. Okay, and then there's the 507 Girly Girls. That tier is $5.99 a month. You get a little bit more with the $5.99 a month. I'm going to do a live. I may start trying to do a live once a month, something like that, once every other month. And I will do that for the 507 Girly Girls and the 507 Darling Girls. Maybe, I don't know yet if I'm going to do that. But then the 507 Darling Girls, that group, that tier is $9.99 a month. And right now, I'm making a video every day for y'all. Every day. Did I make y'all a video today? except for today, because I just realized I didn't. So I did make a video yesterday. We were doing, in the Darling Girls, 507 Darling Girls, we are doing the Junk Journal January together. And I want to do a project like that maybe every month, you know, where that I just spend time with y'all, the 507 Darling Girls. And so the Facebook group that I just started, the 507 Darling Girls, is for the members of that membership tier, the 507 Darling Girls, $9.99 a month. That is for those girlfriends that we would have, that we're able to share what we do together. Okay, so like, if with them creating, with you girls and the Darling Girls creating your journal January, that's what we're doing right now. This one's mine right here. It's so cute. The thing that goes around it, y'all, is somewhere on this desk. Don't ask me where, because I couldn't find it right now if I had to. No, because I'm working on getting out my thank yous for Happy Meals and stuff for that, you know, that came in over Christmas, because I hadn't done good at keeping up I haven't done well at sending out thank yous for Happy Meals. I've done videos for those and thanked you girls publicly for your Happy Meals. This year, I'm going to do better. I'm really going to, it's important to me that I do better at thanking each of you. So, let's see, what all have we talked about? Oh, there's the sheep. They're so cute. We have twins. They're so cute. They're not our sheep, but we claim them. I mean, when I say we have twins, that means that we have twin sheep that belong to the neighbors. That's right. Let's see, what all have we talked about? We talked about the description box. We talked about why I'm called High Pockets. Talked about how much I love for my honey to wear boots. And that I've gained a lot of weight. Okay, I think we covered all that. Let's get back onto here. Let's see. I just finished answering Bonnie C. Okay, read Bonnie C's. And Jen from For the Love of Paper says, yes, laugh out loud. We're homebodies 100%. Love you, my pretty. She always says that. She's so sweet. Jen, you're so sweet. But I am very much a homebody. And that's why this works so well for me, is because I love to be home. I mean, I can open up my windows and I can see the sun, and I get up and I walk to the other end of my, you know, the house and everything, that kind of thing. I'll get up and walk outside, but I can sit right here at home and earn a living. And right now I'm earning a living with my journals, with YouTube, because I did monetize my channel. And I apologize if there's a lot of that there are a lot of videos, if there are a lot, I don't even know, because nothing that I can watch this on gives me it gives me what y'all would see, because on my, excuse me, on mine, like excuse me, that was a peanut. I can't help it. Oh, excuse me. Y'all, I'm sorry, I get tickled at myself. Okay, you know, I got myself locked out of my YouTube on my laptop. Okay, got myself locked out of my YouTube on my laptop. My girlfriend Donna, y'all's girlfriend Donna from Twisted Paper Studio, is going to help me figure that out. But yet we haven't figured it out just yet. So even though I'm locked out, y'all, I was able to subscribe to my own channel. I thought, well, hey, might as well. There's one more. So, but with that, I still have YouTube Premium. So I don't see commercials. I don't. But even if you pay, or say I pay YouTube Premium and I'm watching somebody's channel, and because I pay YouTube Premium, I don't see any of their commercials. You know, that's what you get paid for, are the commercials. Well, I also get paid. If you have YouTube Premium, I get a little portion of that. Just like when I watch somebody that you know, I watch somebody that I see no commercials, but my little bit I pay for YouTube Premium helps them also. It's not just I mean, every way that a person can watch my channel, I get paid somehow if I've monetized my channel, and it does make a big difference. It really does, and I'm tickled, and it really just makes me want to make more videos for y'all and spend more time with y'all. I love it. So sorry, my sticky stuff's coming off, but let's see, I forgot where I was, but anyway, the Plum Creek Booksmith says, love watching you make pretties and listening to your stories. Thanks for sharing. You're very inspirational. Thank you, darling. Blue Clouds for me is Mary Lou says, good Sunday afternoon, pretty lady, aka High Pockets. She said, let me guess it. She said, your fabric stamp tag is delightful. I've loved making those as I have been collecting vintage fabric for years. This flip-flop is going to be a beauty. But I'm not learning much today as I'm too busy. I'm too busy listening to your charming stories to follow what you're doing. Need to hear more about you and your Joe. Your sweet stories and accent and knowledge with JJ. Creating makes you my favorite, but you already knew that. Sending light and love, your number one fangirl, Mary Lou. I just love you, Mary Lou. Y'all, you girls, and I say this every time I do this, where that we do the chit chat and I read through the comments and everything, you girls are the highlight of my day every day. Absolutely. Annette DePete, you just tickle me. She said, hot stuff, you rocked this video. I put mine together and love doing it this way. Thanks for sharing. Enjoy your weekend. Y'all are so cute. I just love y'all. Okay, this is Allie. Allie B, Taddy Allie B says, well, I'm just in love with this journal. It is fabulous. Glad you skipped your housework this morning. You are teaching me to be a lot more daring in my creations. Thank you so very much. Your Halloween pics are fantastic. Love those little treaters. Tons of love to you. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. My mama loved Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 so much. Thank you so much, Allie. Let's see. I'm glad you told me that you find yourself being more daring in creating your journals. I think that's exciting. That's very exciting to think. I'm sorry. I'm reading the next comment. Kind of popped up a little bit. But thank you, Allie. I'm reading where Carol Holscher, I think that's what it would be. Holscher said, the heifer, laugh out loud. She said, I called someone a heifer, and she said, are you calling me a cow? I said, no. In Texas, it's a small yellow flower. So funny. She said, love the story of you and your honey. I got to listen to this video again. Holly Deal says beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Love watching you create. Let's see. My contacts are watering up, y'all. Sorry. Leanne, how do you say your last name? Gouvier? I don't know. But that little heifer, I must have said that in the video. That little heifer, she said, oh my God, I was laughing so hard. You crack me up, Leslie. There's a reply on that one. Oh, Karen from Grace B Creations says, isn't she so funny? I'll be working on my journals, listen to her and hear her say something. I'll be like, did she just say that? That's hilarious. Yes, honey. It will. If it comes in my brain, it comes straight out my mouth. I mean, I have no filter. I'm not ugly to people, but now I can get riled up. Obviously, as in that heifer, I can't even. I know what I know this story now. And she was, yes, I called her a heifer. I would again today if she was in front of me. She was talking to my sweetheart. This is when we first met. Y'all had to go back and watch 492 to know what we're talking about. But yeah, that was when my honey and I first really started. No, the first time I saw him, I talked about this on this video, 492 if I'm not mistaken. First time I saw him, I knew it. I went back to my room that night because I was in Montana. I traveled to a job. I didn't meet him for a couple of weeks, but I saw him in the brake trailer, and I knew that day that I'd met the man I was going to marry, and I did. I'm going to tell you. That was in June or July. In October, I went to another job in Nebraska, and he was on that job. And yes, there was a little heifer there. She left that job with a quickness. Yes, she did. I wonder why. It was me. I did it. I'm not ashamed. No, I'm not ashamed. Okay, so let's get back to the thing here. God's girl Angie says, this may have been her journal. This may have been Angie. Was this your journal? I can't remember. She said, I am so tickled you are enjoying your fabric scraps and goodies I sent. I love hearing your story with you and your honey. We all have a great story to share, don't we? I finally got myself a tiny attacher. I literally thought that was your nickname for the stapler. She said, I literally thought that was your nickname for the stapler. And then I found out it was its real name. Yes, the tiny attacher. Y'all, this is the best thing that Tim Holtz has ever made, ever. And when I tiny attach something, I say, I'm going to tiny attach it because it's a tiny attacher. The staples are about little, real little. So anyway, that's cute, Angie. This may have been Angie's journal that I was working on. I can't remember, but that may have been her journal. Stacy Harris says, so pretty, love. Love the roses. You're cute, and you cute unicorns. How sweet. Amy K Designs, you crack me up. She said, this made my whole weekend. Going to go watch now. There's a reply on the bottom. Oh, I said, I just love you. Amy K. Inspiration Scrappy. I don't understand everything you say. She says, I don't understand everything you say. She's got a laughing emoji. Y'all, I'm the queen of emojis. I love emojis. So if you see them a lot in my comments, it's because I love them. She said, I don't understand everything you say, but I love your tutorials. Such beautiful ideas and inspirations. Thank you. Hugs. Iris from Germany. Iris, I'm so sad I have not. I'm going to go back. We're fixing to do a breakout chit chat because I'm going to go through and be sure I've responded to all my comments. I've got to do that because it's precious that y'all take the time, and I am so appreciative that you do take the time even to leave me a comment. And y'all already know, if you've been with me for a long time, you know it bothers me so badly if I don't answer comments. So I would never have known that Iris was from Germany. Iris, my mom's favorite flower was iris. I thought I'd tell you. Lala's Crafting says, yay, Leslie on a Saturday. That was a happy surprise for me. Lovely video, as always. Up on Calico Hills, she says, let's see. Flip-flop journals are my most favorite to do. You made them so fun. Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, I'm not the original of a flip-flop journal. I have heard and seen that expression before, or that name before, but I came up with the flip-flop quite accidentally one day, and I named it the flip-flop, and it caught on, and people make, you know, you girls make your version of a flip-flop. I change my version of a flip-flop every now and then, but it's really sweet to see you girls making flip-flop journals. And I appreciate it when you do mention something about me that I you know, I mean, that's just nice to hear. So thank you. Let's see. Carla Smith says, "Hello, Leslie love. I so enjoy watching you. You always bring a smile to my face. I hope it." She says, "I hope I can stay on track while trying to get to my question. I see a squirrel, and girl, I'm off on another tangent. Don't you know it? I have to tell you that I finally got around to watching your interview with Sally Bell from Rainy Day Gypsies. What fun you guys had. I got really excited because I discovered she only lives 120 miles from me." Okay, off on one of my tangents. Carly, you're so funny. Off on one of my tangent moments. She said, "I do have a legitimate question for you. I notice you will make beautiful journaling cards and cover the back with more lovely paper or gorgeous book page. I guess my question is, I love that look, but I'm not sure what to do with that piece of yumminess. Is it just for looks or to put a photo on the back of, or just exactly what do you do with things like that?" Okay, I'm going to stop right there. Okay, well, let me go on. She says, "I see a lot of junk journalers do that type of thing, and it looks lovely, but I'm just not sure what to do with those type of things. Any exclamation, excuse me. My, y'all, my literature teacher would be rolling in her grave. Bless her heart, y'all. She was so young, a young teacher. My English teacher, my senior year, we were her first class. I wasn't in the smart class. I wasn't. I'm okay with that. We had fun. We had fun. You can imagine we did. But no, I wasn't in the smart class. But I was in the class with real people. And we had real fun. Anyway, we were her first class out of college and her doing all her teaching and getting her license and all that kind of thing. But she passed away at 43. She had cancer. It was horrible. But her name was Miss Hester. But yeah, she would roll in her grave if she heard me say exclamation for the word explanation. She said, I actually just had a squirrel at my patio looking in my living room for my cat. They play all summer through the sliding screen. That reminds me, could we please see a picture of Boo Boo? Okay, love, I'm off here. Love you. Boo Boo. I will attach a picture of Boo Boo if I don't forget. Y'all hold up. I had to block my lips a while ago. Let me get my little nose there from giggling. Got my little nose running. Okay, the back of a page. Okay, we'll take for instance this. Okay, this was a little pocket. Isn't that the cutest little thing? The little pocket. Well, I put another picture on the back. A lot of times I'll just put a book page on the back. And sometimes it is to cover if it's something that's just plain, or even if a lot of times, let me tell you what I will use. I will use like my glue paper. Sometimes it's what my glue paper looks like. It also is my stamp paper. So I sometimes will back it on just a weird piece of paper that maybe has a little bit of strength and a little bit of oomph to it. Well, because it doesn't look so great or it doesn't have the aesthetic that I want, I add a piece of antique paper on it. Oh, excuse me. Y'all, I'm a burper. Now, if you've been moving for a long time, you know I'm a burper, and I sincerely apologize, but it just happens. Bless my honey's heart. He's learned to deal with it. Anyway. But yes, if I've got paper on the back of this that I used to back it with, and I just don't really like the way it looks when I get finished, I'll put another piece of paper on here. Something that, okay, like maybe we'll say that was just a random piece of glue paper. I might put that on there, on the back of it. And then you could write on that. You could write that way. You could turn it right that way. One thing that I do love is, I'm looking for something. Okay. Here's a for instance. That's legit. I mean, that's like real. See, put that on the back. Wouldn't that be beautiful? And then you have all that. You can write going that way across the, you know, the ephemera that's already on. It's beautiful like that. But I don't know if I even answered your question, Carla. But yes, I will intentionally do this. It sometimes is accidental. I do a lot of accidental stuff. But oh, there goes the sheep. There's one. We got a mama. That was pregnant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Y'all, that sheep is walking and its little tail is going round and round and round the whole time. Anyway, just thought I'd tell y'all. But I hope that answers your question, Miss Carla. Lisa Mendoza Rodriguez says, "Good afternoon, Leslie. I think your necklaces for your glasses are cool. Thank you. I don't think I have any in here, but I have those old granny chains, you know, that go on your glasses. I absolutely love them. And I've gotten my contacts now for my eyes. So, and these are my real eye color. Can y'all believe that? God gave me these kind of eyes. That's my real eye color. A lot of times they'll be blues. They're hazel eyes, but you know, they'll turn blue a lot of times, just depending on what you're wearing or the way the sun looks at them and that kind of thing. But now that I've got my contacts, I don't wear my glasses as much, so I don't wear my cute little thingies. And I'm going to tell you, you know, I broke one of them, and I want to tell you I had 12,000 beads all over my bathroom floor. I'm still cleaning up beads because they don't like to go up with the vacuum cleaner. I need to get this little vacuum cleaner. I bet this would pull them up. I love this little vacuum cleaner. Thank you so much, Susan. This came in Happy Mail, y'all. I use it to vacuum up all my glass glitter so I can pour it back in my thing and not get it stuck in my fingers. Yeah, that's right. Let's see if we can get through this. We've been 42 minutes and I hadn't even finished 12 comments. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, see here. Tammy Toller asked a question and 2 months ago, and I have not answered it, but let me find a piece of paper to write with. Where's my glue paper? This is one reason I tried to use my glue paper. Okay, this is video 492. She wants to know, let's see. She said, "Hey Leslie, it is really a small world. Glad your hubster made a connection. Can you share which digi has the awesome roses like the one at 1832? Let's go to 1832. Let me turn that down. And now we should be at about 18. Give me 2. Okay, that at 1832, that picture that you're looking at right there is a ruby and pearl. That's a ruby and pearl roses. Heather and Ruby and Pearl XO has a beautiful kit of just antique roses. It's stunning. I forgot what it's even called. Rodanthe or whatever it's called. But that would be Ruby and Pearl right there. 1838, 18.38 on the video would be Ruby and Pearl Digi. Okay. This is stunning, Leslie. Chandra talking about the journal. This is simply stunning, Leslie. I love it. I love your videos, especially the weather, especially when the weather is being poo. Yes, absolutely. Colleen and Mark says, "What a wonderful treat to have you with us on the weekend. Thank you for your love story. Blessings, and you deserve to put your feet up. Hugs, lovely," from Colleen. Hey, Colleen and Mark. I hope y'all are okay over there on the North Island, New Zealand. They're going to be looking for a new house again. The sale, I think the people that were buying their house, that sale fell through, so they kind of had to put things on hold a minute, and they're going to start looking again a little bit later. Okay, For the Love of Paper said, "Yes, I still want to be on the list." I think I got you on the list. I think we've chit-chatted. We got you. I got you. This is Shirley Pando says, you asked, do y'all like that? And I answer, yes. So funny. Y'all are so sweet. Pam Howard McBroom. I want a kitty so badly, she says. This is the first time since I was in the 3rd grade that I don't have a kitty to love on. I'm well past grown now. I had to have my poo-poo kitty put to sleep last year and my hubs keep saying no. I'm just gonna go and adopt a kitty who needs me and me him and bring him home. Hubs will learn. We'll just have to deal. You know, I've always heard that the cat will find you. Boo Boo did not find me. He was my best friend, and his wife had Boo Boo, and his name was Gus. It's not a Gus, but Greg and his wife were probably the 4th or the 5th people to have had this cat within 2 years. Okay, so, but they were moving from from Montgomery area to South Carolina. I think it was South Carolina. And they couldn't take Boo Boo with them. So I said, well, I'll keep him here. I'll keep him with me, and I will either rehome him or fall in love, whichever comes first. I'll fall in love with him and keep him, or I'll rehome him. Y'all, that boy, he was behind their dryer for 3 solid days. Yes, he was. He hid behind the dryer for 3 days. He was so scared. He's a scaredy. You talk about a scaredy cat. Buddha is a scared cat. I named him Buddha after his name. He just wouldn't look like a Gus to me. It just didn't fit. And one day, when he finally got a little bit accustomed to me and would come out from behind the dryer, I had a 2-story apartment, a townhouse style apartment, and I would get at the bottom of the stairs and throw the ball, aluminum foil ball, up to the top of the stairs, and he'd go get it. Well, one time I had thrown it up there, and he just turned around and sat down and looked at me like, Ma, are you going to throw another one or what? Okay, that's the look he had on his face. And I looked at him and I'm like, you have got such a Buddha belly. AKA Buddha. That's how his name came about. So anyway, let me see. I need to add a pic of Boo. We call him Boo Boo most of the time. So let's see. Dawn Jones says, Leslie, the papers in this journal are so doggone beautiful. Would you mind sharing whose digitals is the floral with the color swatches on it? That is going to be Jacqueline at Souvenir de la France and Paper de Fleurs. I think it's Paper de Fleurs. Okay, those. Let's see. Let's do Souvenir de la France. Her name is Jacqueline. I call her Jacqueline. That just sounds French to me, Jacqueline. And Papier de Fleurs, I think is what it is. Okay, I'll have to go back and write this on all that. Okay, let's see. Okay, here, for the love of paper, Jen says, spray water on paper before embossing when paper is thin. It does it when paper is thin or not. Oh, okay, we're getting close to, Feed the Birdies says, my fuzzy calico little girl would knock over my Route 44 Sonic Diet Coke if I didn't pay her attention. That's Boo Boo. I think I must have told y'all he would knock the lamp over on my head. Yes, he did. It's a marble lamp. I'm not kidding. Let's see. She would take her paw and just swipe it off the side of the cup and the whole and dump the whole thing on the floor. They are just little boogers. She said she was the sweetest girl, but a little stinker too. Her name was Betty, but we called her Bitsy. We lost her in February from diabetes, and she was too shy 2 days shy of turning 18 years old. Y'all, isn't it heartbreaking when we lose our babies like that? Just heartbreaking. See, Cindy Booth, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that you lost your baby. So sweet. I hate that. Cindy Booth says, hi, a couple of questions. I'm so glad I am reading this. Okay. She said, a couple of questions. First, what printable kit are you using that have the color swatches? That would be a kit from Jacqueline from Souvenir de la France. And then it would also be a different kit that I used that would be from Papier de Fleurs, I think is the name of it, on Etsy. Okay, and she said, and why have you stopped using the closed captions? I always read the closed captions to help me understand what's being said. I have no idea I was even using captions. I don't know if, I'll have to figure that out. Let me put close, do the CC, do closed captions. I didn't realize that I did do them, and I didn't realize that they weren't happening anymore, but I will be sure to check on that. She says, she said, I always read the captions to help me understand what's being said. She said, I really enjoy the journals you make, although I can't copy them very well. My favorite is the flip-flop journal with the envelope base. I found you when you first started making videos, so I learned the envelopes. Thank you for all your hard work, and God bless you, Cindy. Oh, I think I answered this one. Thank you, Cindy. Yes, I did. I said, hi, Cindy. Thank you for being such a long-time watcher. I appreciate you so, so, so much. The gorgeous digis from the swaths, what I put, the swatches are from Papier de Fleurs, Simply Divine. They're also, like I said, from Jacqueline of Souvenir de la France. And I said, I have no idea whatsoever how to do the captions on the video. If anyone reading this knows how to add captions, please, please, please let me know. I hope this helps, darling. And I do. I don't like to not help, do what y'all need. Lisa Mendoza Rodriguez says, Leslie, you're adorable. I love your sharing. Not your man. Oh, no, that's right. That's right. Y'all, we've been 52 minutes on answering the comments on 492, but I'm okay with that. I get long-winded, I get very distracted, and so I have to play catch-up a lot of times, as you've seen. But anyway, I'm going to finish up with this video, and we might do another one. But oh my goodness, I've made notes to go back and respond on 492 to these things, so I will do so. In case I don't see you in the next video, again in just a few minutes, then y'all have a wonderful Saturday. My 507 darling girlfriends, y'all forgive me. I'll see y'all tomorrow. How's that? We'll do a video tomorrow. But anyway, I'm gonna go. Love y'all. Bye.